Well, the rain's here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we're gonna get to planting some plants and do some gardening in the rain. Well, what's up guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and as you can see, or maybe not see, it doesn't look like it, you may hear a little rumble of thunder in the background. It's probably gonna rain all day, but that's one of the joys of having a high tunnel. I can get in here and work inside while it rains. So today is actually the first day of turkey season here in Oklahoma, and I had big plans and big hopes that Emily and I would get up and go turkey hunting this morning. But we just didn't make it out the door because we had a 90% chance of rain. It was thundering and lightning. I said, I'm just gonna let her sleep. But you know, she didn't kill a turkey last year, but she really tried. Emily's like, she's big time into hunting right now. She's killed several deer. She killed an elk. And last year she really wanted to kill a turkey, but she had an opportunity, but just missed. I'll roll a clip of that. Reload. Just be still. Turkey season in Oklahoma is right at a month long, so today's just the first day. We're not missing out. I've actually been running several trail cameras and actually not seeing many turkeys right now. I know they're around, but I'm just not getting pictures of them. We need to go find them. But this morning I'm gonna get out here and pick some greens. My wife's wanting to make some juice this morning. As you can see, we've got a bounty of greens. My wife and I probably don't juice every day. I don't want anybody to be under the impression that we're just like these green juicers every day, but we try to most days. So I'm gonna pick some greens, get in and make some juice real quick. I don't know how much I'll show of that. Our house is a little bit of a mess right now, but we're gonna make some juice, and then it's probably gonna start raining, and I'm gonna do some work in the garden while it rains. Look at the size of that kale leaf. It's huge. The rain's here. It's raining just a little bit. Look at that. Those beets make the green juice not so green. But I love adding beets to my juice. It just gives it a good earthy flavor. My wife says it tastes like dirt, but she likes it. So we've juiced for a long time. I don't talk a lot about juicing, don't show a lot of juicing on the channel, but we use a Breville Big Squeeze. We had a Breville Juice Fountain Plus for a long time. If you're new to juicing, start with lots of fruit. That's the best thing I can say. Start with lots of fruit, add the vegetables in later because you got to build your taste buds to that. And I guess I'm gonna go stand in this metal building while it's thundering. Great idea, right? So hopefully it doesn't start raining so hard that you guys can't hear me for all the rain noise. But while I can still talk before it gets too loud in here, I've got a lot of seedlings that are ready to go out. We've got kale, Swiss chard. The spinach is still really slow. We got more beets. These are two different varieties of radishes. Those are all in my soil blocks. Now, you guys know I started a bunch of seeds in the Haas Tools seed tray, and they're coming along. They're not ready to go out yet, If you remember, we started a large variety of seeds over there, so there's a lot of different things going on in there, but they're coming along. And I've got one bed here that's ready to go. I added in, you can probably tell the difference in color, I've added in a lot of Leon's topsoil potting mix. Not topsoil, it is not topsoil. Leon's potting mix. When we went back down to shoot the video about the meet and greet, I had Leon load me up another big tub, and I've been adding that to my raised beds because that soil is freaking awesome. It is so much better than what I have in my raised beds. And remember, if you're gonna make it to the meet and greet, Leon sells that. He'll sell you a whole truckload. He'll fill up your pickup bed if that's what you want to do, or you can bring some containers. Doesn't really sell it by the bag just because he's got a mountain of it there, but come prepared. Well, the rain's here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we're gonna get to planting some plants and do some gardening in the rain. Well, look at there. Got, let's see, hailstone radishes, watermelon radishes, and some Detroit dark red beets. Those were all MI Gardener seeds, and they were grown in those little soil blocks. I love making those soil blocks. I love planting those crops grown in soil blocks. And a lot of people say, why don't you just start your seeds straight in your beds, or why do you do your soil blocks? Well, I like the soil blocks because they're super easy to plant. They allow me to let my crops get growing somewhere else before I have to put them in the raised beds, so that's less time. Gives me more options to rotate more crops through my raised beds or the tubs over here, whatever we're gonna do. Starting them from seed on the table just makes things easier. I don't have near as much time tied up in growing stuff in the raised beds, so we can rotate crops better. The soil blocks are just very easy to work with. I love that little soil block maker. But the rain has slacked off, and may be able to actually get some stuff done outside. Oh, one other thing, you guys saw me watering with the water hose. Even though we have drip tape here, when I first plant those soil blocks, I want to get them nice and soaked. The drip tape works great, but when you first plant, you want to get them down in there and get them tucked in real nice. And watering them by hand the first time just gets them really tucked in the way they should be in the soil. So I think that's all the gardening I'm gonna get done for the day. I was really thinking it was gonna rain for a lot longer. I kind of had plans to stay out here and garden in the rain. I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of nice. It gets kind of loud, but I can actually get work done. It's hard for me to focus on one thing at a time. I get my mind going 100 miles an hour, and I get to doing too many things, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna work in the garden for 20 minutes. I'm gonna go plant this, and then I'm gonna go take care of the ghost, then I'm gonna go look for mushrooms, and then I'm gonna go fishing, and all the while, I still have normal everyday things I have to do. But I really enjoy gardening in the rain and the side tunnel. It's so much fun. Now that it's quit raining, I'm gonna go back to my random doing everything else. If we can get enough rain, it might get the creek up. It's the perfect time of year to get sand bass to come up in the creek. It's kind of a tradition at our place. We live on the creek, it's right next to the lake, and we call them sand bass. They're technically white bass, but if the creek gets up in the spring, they come up out of the lake and run into the creek, and oh man, they're so much fun to catch. Haven't got enough rain to get the creek up yet this year, but hopefully today we'll get the creek flowing a little better and we can go catch some sand bass out of the creek, and it's the perfect time of year for morel mushrooms. I found a few, but haven't found a bunch. Maybe we'll get lucky and can find enough to make a whole meal out of it, and we'll show you guys searching for morel mushrooms, cooking them. We'll do a gather and cook. It's not really a catch and cook. Anyways, anywho, I'm gonna quit rambling. Guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm tongue-tied. You guys have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.